Hello viewers, I'm teacher Peter Okware, and today we are going to be talking about the MTN shares, or how you can buy shares. Recently MTN announced that they will be selling 20% to the general public, so that at least all of us can become owners of MTN. But so many people lack basic knowledge on how to go about it with the shares, how to buy them, and that's why the major purpose of Teachers TV Africa is to inform and transform lives. But before we start, this is a disclaimer. I, teacher Peter Okware, am not a professional stock broker, no, neither am I an expert in this, no, and I'm not an MTN employee. I'm just neither am I an employer, no, I'm just a passionate teacher who has made some research to see ways on how we can share it out, but it doesn't mean that it is the final truth. Kindly make more research before making any decision to buy shares or not to buy shares. Thank you. We are going to be sharing 15 questions that at least can support you in order not to make a mistake or not to regret why you didn't buy the shares. So at the end of the day, we shall end up with this: should you buy or you shouldn't buy? So kindly stay tuned and let us walk through this journey together. And the reason why we have been inspired to make this video, earlier this week I received a call from a colleague of mine who wanted more information, which I also didn't have. Then I started to make more research about it. He wanted to buy shares, and he wanted to buy shares of over 15 million. But it's a person who didn't have any knowledge about shares, and I didn't have the right knowledge to give to him, simply because at the end of the day I would be misleading him. And I told him one thing: before you investing in that money, it's better for you to go to a stock agent before giving him that money or buying the shares. So before buying shares, kindly I would like you, we kindly request you to watch this video to the end and then try to make more research, and just know that this is not the gospel truth. It is just like 1% of what you need to know, or 10%. There's a lot to be known or to be learned before buying shares from MTN. So kindly wouldn't like a person to regret why they didn't buy or why they bought. That's the reason why we made this video, and that's the purpose. The main objective of Teachers TV Africa is to inform and transform lives. Thank you very much. Watch this video to the end. To start with, MTN itself has over 14.9 subscribers, and it is the leading telecom company in Uganda and yes, in East Africa, and they have over 8.6 million users and over 4.7 million active mobile data users, the ones that use MTN data, and they pay 700 billion in taxes directly to the government of Uganda from their account, meaning they pay taxes in other forms. The reason why I'm giving you this data and statistics: before buying shares from any company, it's better for you to first make research to know about them, how they are performing, their books, how have they been performing for the last 3 to 5 years. Don't just buy shares without knowing all that information. It's better at least for you to be knowing that information. Yes, and currently MTN employs over 1,000 employees directly and over 150,000 indirectly, and they have improved, or they have over 500,000 people whose livelihood depend on them. So that's a brief background, and they have been in the business from 1998, meaning they have been tried and tested. So kindly, that is something brief from MTN, but there's a lot to learn from them. Kindly make more research. Now, there are terms that are confusing people that they have been asking. What do they mean? The first one is IPO. IPO simply means initial public offer. Yes, the initial public offer, and the M can stand for MTN initial public offer. So currently MTN is putting 20% of its shares to you and me. You can buy them, you can buy any amount starting from 200 shillings. And the initial share that a person can buy are 500 shares using 100,000 Ugandan shillings. So that's how cheap it is, meaning you can at least try to invest in your money. And what does the USE mean? It means Uganda Security Exchange. USE means Uganda Security Exchange, And now some of the questions that people are asked: what are shares? And to start with, a share, assume you're having a chapati. I'm going to explain the things in a layman's understanding. Assume you have a chapati and you pinch a small, or you cut a small part and give it to a person. That is a share. That's a small portion, you give it to a person, and that's the same thing with the shares. Shares, this is whereby a person has ownership. It might be partial, it might be half, it might be any type of ownership in a company or a financial asset. Those are the shares. So, and in most cases, people have them with one purpose: to see that they grow their money, or it's another way of investing money. Instead of your money sitting in the house, you use those piggy banks, you can put them in shares, and at least they make more money than just sitting at home. Or at the end of the day, you can decide maybe in future to sell the shares, and then you get money, or when it has gone up, or when something haven't gone right. Now, thank you. That is the first question. So shares are simply the portion or ownership, having partial ownership in something. Now, which type of shares is MTN offering? There are various shares. We have cumulative shares, we have preference shares, we have redeemable shares, non-vote ordinary shares. But today MTN is offering what they call ordinary shares, and these are the shares that are highly on market by so many players. They greatly offer ordinary shares. And what are the ordinary shares? I would like to read what the ordinary shares are, so that at least it shouldn't be my words, but at least the exact word. These are the most common types of shares and standard shares with no special rights or restrictions. They have the potential to give the highest financial gains, but also have the highest risk. Ordinary shares are entitled to voting rights. Ordinary shareholders are entitled to voting rights. However, they are the least to be paid if the company is closing. I think you should be knowing that. So, who qualifies to buy the question number 3? Who qualifies to buy the shares? Any Ugandan who has a national ID qualifies to buy the shares. Currently, this is starting in Uganda, but it's also going to be all over East Africa. But now for the Ugandans, any Ugandan who has a national ID qualifies to buy the shares. Thank you. Now, who can buy these shares? Yeah, a teacher can buy them, a doctor, lawyer, skilled, unskilled, farmer, student, so long as you have a national ID, and at least you can be able to buy the minimum shares, and that is 500 shares, each share going at 200. Now, question number 5, where can I buy these shares? Now, you can buy these shares using your phone. Yes, paperless. You can buy these shares using your phone, whether it's a smartphone or it is the hard phone, Mapesa, the one that for pressing the button phone, by using the USSD code. And you can also use the My MTN app, whereby at least you have to have the SCD code, which can enable you at least buy them. You can apply for it using your phone, and then at the end of the day you can start purchasing them and use them. Then you can also buy these shares using authorized banks like Stanbic Bank, Absa Bank, and Standard Chartered Bank, also using their agents. Then finally, you can also use the licensed stockbrokers. If you go on the website, you will find those brokers there that MTN licensed to buy them, the shares, or whom you can go through to buy them for you. Thank you. Now, this is number 6. It's like a point of procedure. It is more of a point of procedure. Now, this is it. Currently, the first thing, you are not buying shares. You are applying for shares. And after applying for shares, you will be able to buy them, or MTN will be able to sell to people whom they will be seeing that they have the requirements and they meet all what is in place before selling the shares. Now, that's why we first apply, then you buy. Now, what if I don't succeed after applying? That's another question. That's question number 7. What if I apply, I don't succeed after applying? Now, if you don't succeed, MTN will refund all the money without deducting any amount of your money. But your money, you'll apply through your mobile money or your mobile phone, or through the banks, and that money will be deducted. But if you are not, if you don't succeed, that money will be given back to you without taking any penny. Now number 8, can I then seek employment, or can I hire or fire someone after buying shares because I'm an owner anyway? That's a question that a person asks. Now that one, it becomes very hard. Yes, you might be one of the owners, but you might not seek employment, neither can you hire or fire someone. But I think that one, MTN will give you more information as the owners, the stakeholders, on your powers and your rights. Thank you. Number 9, when shall I receive my profit? That has been the highly asked question. After investing in, when should I expect to receive my profit? After 1 month, 2 weeks, a year? So now MTN will at least update you whether you will be receiving your dividends, those are the profits, after quarterly, after after 6 months, or after a year. So that is information that MTN will be giving to you. Now, can I ask for a refund? This is the reality. You can't ask for a refund. After buying the shares, you can't ask for a refund. It simply means if you want to get your money, what you have to do, you can sell your shares again through your agents. You can sell them, and if you sell them, it simply means you can either get more or the same amount or something less, based on the way how your company would be performing at that time of sale. It can be in the green zone or in the red zone, so that one, it depends. Now here, the next question, question number 11. Are there other offers? Yes, there are offers. If a person buys using the traditional means, that is the paperwork, they get 5 shares on every 100 shares. Yes, I think, yeah. And again, if they are buying using like the mobile money or MTN, the My MTN application, or the USSD code, they get 10 shares per a given amount of shares that they buy. I think 100, I'm not certain about that, but I think it's around 100. Yes. Now, so meaning the more you buy using your phone, is the more you get more offers. But this is it, you can't buy directly. After applying, you will buy them through an agent or the brokers, and the good thing is they won't charge you any money. It will be free of charge. Now, someone asked that, currently I'm not in Uganda, but can I buy these shares? Yes, even if you're not in Uganda, but you're Ugandan with a national ID, you can buy them, and you can use your My MTN app, or you can use your information using the USSD code. I believe you can, or you can go online. You can go to the MTN website. You'll get more information on how you can go. You can get the online portal whereby you can buy your shares online. Then number 14, can MTN support me with any loan as a shareholder in form of cash if I have any problem, because I'm a shareholder? That one, I believe MTN will share with you the benefits of the members. So I might not be sure of whether MTN can give you loans if you need them, but what I know is at least MTN will be working with you, and it will be updating you on other benefits as a shareholder. Now, I would like to buy shares, but I don't have an MTN line. Wow. Now this is it. If you don't have an MTN line, one thing that you should do, firstly, you can get the MTN line. Yes, kindly, I'm not their agent and I'm not marketing them, but at least you can get their line. That's the easiest procedure. Then the second way is you can also go buy through your you can inquire from your stock brokers or the bank, ABSA, Stanbic, Standard Chartered. At least they'll give you more clarity on how to go about it if you don't have an MTN line. But simply because since it's open for any Ugandan, there are provisions on how any Ugandan can purchase these shares. Now, this is not a question, but someone was, before a person said that they are excited about this offer, and yes, a friend of mine had his money over 15 million, yes, and he wanted to buy the shares, but he didn't have any clear information. And by the way, that's the purpose why we decided to make this video. Before investing in your money, kindly try to make research so that you can be informed on what are you buying. Is it necessary? Because if you are buying, like if you are a new person, it is important for you not to assume that you are going to become a millionaire overnight because you have bought shares in MTN. But it's very important for you to know that yes, you are going to learn, and you learn so many things, and it's a learning opportunity for most of us. So kindly, this is the type of money that you shouldn't invest. Don't invest in money that your life depends on. Don't invest in money that your business depends on. Don't invest in money that you have borrowed from a friend that I would like to buy shares, whereby you will have to pay interest. Because you might end up paying interest which you won't be able even to get from the shares that you have bought. Don't invest in money which you don't understand. At least invest in money which you won't feel offended, even if when maybe you have not yet got your dividend, you won't feel that pinch. At least invest in that money. Like for any new entrant, like the beginners, let it just be an adventure so that you can learn how things work. And finally, we would like, at least like the first thing that we said in the beginning, would you apply for the shares, or should I buy or not to buy? Now the decision for you to buy or not to buy, it greatly remains with you, the owner of the money. If you see it as a good deal, kindly go on and buy. If you don't see it as a good deal, don't buy. And if you see it as a good deal but you're not certain, try to get more information from the stock brokers. They will give you all the details, every information. And this is one thing that I would like to tell all people. You shouldn't be excited that now I'm going to become rich overnight. It's not a sprint, it is a marathon. And at the end of the day, it is very important for you to know that it is an offer, or it's an opportunity that comes and goes. But don't think that instead of investing, maybe you had your 20 million, instead of investing it in your business, you invest it in the stock and then expect to get a profit within 1 month. No, you can't get a profit within 1 month. Neither will it come within 2 months. And at the end of the day, that's it from Teachers TV Africa. Kindly, if you have any comment, if you have any question, kindly share it in our link, in the comment section. But this is it. We are not experts in this. We are not agents of MTN. We are not brokers, stock brokers. We are not professionals. No, I'm just trying to give an honest observation as a layman, as a teacher, because I believe this information is going to be viewed by so many teachers. Thank you very much for watching, and kindly don't forget to subscribe to Teachers TV Africa. May God bless you. See you then.